Hi everybody, it's really good to see you again and just to share ever so briefly with you. This morning I set out on a dog walk and I was walking through the woods, and as you're aware, Wednesday morning started off, the temperature was somewhere near freezing, but the sun was out and it was one of those days where you knew it was going to get warmer. And as I was walking with the dog, I was walking through the woods, but every so often there was a gap, there was a clearing, and the sun shone through, and it was just beginning to get warm, and I could stand there and enjoy the warmth of the sun, and I kept doing that. It was a long dog walk, mainly because I kept stopping just to bask in the sun, bit of a lizard, there in the sun, warming myself up. But as I was walking around and praying, it just hit me that what a picture that was of where we are at the minute with coronavirus and lockdown. I don't think, in one sense, this is sent from God, but there's an opportunity from God. But actually, it's an opportunity to grow, it's an opportunity to press into God, it's an opportunity to mature, become like Jesus, and get nearer to Him. But it's an opportunity that we need to take. We need to make sure we are placing ourselves in the sun, in the position where the Son of God, where Jesus can speak to us and change us. And that will only happen because we make deliberate choices. And really, this is just a bit of a call from my walk this morning. I was making deliberate choices to stop in the sunshine and warm up and just enjoy just that hint of what was coming. And I think while we're still in lockdown, and while that date keeps kind of rolling forward when we're free again, just want to encourage you to invest your time, use your time, choose to stand, to be, to linger in the light of the Son of God. Acts 26 has got a really interesting phrase by Paul. He's talking to Agrippa, King Agrippa. He's a prisoner, and he's talking to the king about his experience of meeting Jesus and how one day he was going off to persecute Christians and Jesus met him in a vision. Such a powerful vision, it knocked him off his horse. He heard a voice from heaven calling him to himself. And Paul says in Acts 26:19, "So then, King Agrippa, I was not disobedient to the vision from heaven." Here's the thing, God met him powerfully, but Paul could have walked away disobedient because he knew best. He knew Jesus wasn't alive, wasn't real. He knew he ought to be persecuting Christians. But he said, actually, that's not the way I chose. I went the other way. I was obedient to the vision of God. And we are so blessed because Saul chose to follow Jesus. And actually, I want to encourage you right now to consider the time we've got in the rest of lockdown with what are you going to do with it? Are you going to press in? Are you going to linger in the sunshine of the Son of God, in His presence, listening to Him, reading His word, hearing what He's got to say to you, obeying Him, listening to the promptings of the Holy Spirit? Are you going to be obedient? My heart and prayer for us is that as a church, when we come out of lockdown, we find testimony after testimony, story after story, that we had an opportunity and we used it. God was here giving us space to meet with Him, and we rushed in to meet with Him. So I want to encourage you, just as I sit here on Wednesday evening, having enjoyed the sunshine this morning, I want to encourage every one of us here just to enjoy the sunshine of God's presence, being in the sun of God's presence. I encourage you, this won't happen accidentally. You're not going to grow as a Christian. You're not going to mature as a Christian accidentally. It will be when you turn the telly off. It will be when you stop worrying and going round and round in your head with all the concerns that you've got. It will be when you close the book. It will be when you get into the presence of the King of Kings and enjoy Him. We'll be changed. We will be changed as we meet with him. Let me encourage you to do that. Even now, I'm coming to the end of what I've got to say. Even now, maybe when you just click the stop button at the end of this, why not just get into God's presence and linger in the presence of the Son? Listen to what he's saying, read his word, encounter him, and be changed. God bless you, and I pray that you'd use every opportunity just to get into his presence. God bless. Bye.